What I want to do is talk about how we at HP have been working with BTS on a fairly robust, I'd say very robust and very complex set of programs that is just central to the way that we're operating. Leadership is not just about a position or a title or how much budget you have or what kind of headcount you have. We really want to ingrain the fact that everyone in the company is expected to lead from where they are in what they're doing. I want to emphasize too that what we've developed over, and it's taken a while, is this synergistic approach where there's a simulation through the turns. So you're building from an individual level all the way up to senior management this sense of business acumen, but it's also embedded in other dimensions of development that help us run the business. Now we'll segue into leading business systems. And here, this is sort of the Cadillac program, the core program, what started the whole simulation movement, I guess, inside HP, if you will. Very robust, very intense, very challenging business simulation set up, to run where teams are competing against each other. So you've learned the business basics, you've got the business acumen, you understand the company strategy and so forth. Now, this is really Carly's way of giving senior leaders a chance to run their company and see how well they do, and all of the different dimensions that they have to bring together to balance that. The customer dimension, the partner dimension, the employee dimension, the business core, how it all plays together in this very intense 4.5 days. So as we go to the Breakaway Leadership Program, again, there's a simulation dimension to it, but people have started to learn how to think from that business perspective. And so when we look at what we're trying to do with the Breakaway Leadership Program, it's, again, building those critical skills that we need in that leadership dimension with a good financial background, but also the other dimensions of leadership, bringing it together in this 3-day program. So you're translating business strategies, and you're working collaboratively to understand the different dynamics of the different kind of customer markets and how we interplay them to move things forward. And the other thing that you start to see in Breakaway Leadership is the collaboration that's required among people that typically haven't worked together before. And so the business simulation sets that foundation and that common vocabulary and the strategy, but then introduces that potential of creating more interaction and dialogue and strategic decision making. The target audience, again, is all HP managers and directors, 12,000 people around the world. We've had about 25%, and Carly wants everybody to get this. So we've had about 25% of the population through this in the last year. And we're going to try to accelerate that next year. So Drivers for Business Results was the third program that was developed after Leading Business Systems and Breakaway Leadership, because we recognized that, and this came out of some Voice of the Workforce survey results, we were seeing that individuals didn't quite get the company strategy, weren't quite understanding after the merger and with all the changes and so forth, what were we really trying to do? And so this is a direct result of the need to really get every individual contributor in the company who potentially touches customers every day, potential customers, better aligned with what are we trying to do, and trying to build a line of sight between what it is that he or she does and how it relates to the company results, and how you turn revenue into profit, what you do in your day job that can impact profit, that can impact customer experience. And it's exciting to see as people go through this, and we do this in a 1-day program where people work at tables together. We're seeing very good results of people making the connection to make it real. This is kind of the first time that they're getting a, what's it like to be running a business? With Leading Business Systems, we also have a coaching element. There's also a 360 dimension. And it's another opportunity where we have the personal coaches and the BTS team and our managers working together. Very rich experience. Having the business simulation makes all the other dimensions of leadership kind of come alive, and it gives it a context so that people are behaving pretty realistically. So the coaches can see a pretty realistic situation, but the participants feel like this is not a game. This is pretty real life, and they're feeling this, and that's part of the learning edge. So it's just, it's worked really well together, and I think we're really pleased with how well the collaboration is working and the experience that the managers are getting as a result. The level 1 evaluations that we've run in the program, 90+% satisfaction, best program I've ever been in, we ought to do this more, everybody needs to get it, kinds of great kind of results there. But the other thing that we're seeing is that the 360 assessments, where we do a 360 assessment before people go into the program and then we do a post one several months later, that we actually see changes occurring in individual behavior. So it's another good measure that that this whole package is actually having some impact. The biggest result that we can say that we've seen is that it's making a difference in our business. I don't know that we would have won the Procter & Gamble deal. No, I mean, no one expected HP to even be playing in that space. But we won that deal, and a lot of it was because we had developed this internal leadership capacity to understand the business, the strategy, the direction that we're going, and the importance of we're not going to get this unless we're collaborating across our businesses, really leveraging the power of our portfolio. You can't do this unless you've got the right kind of leadership. And this whole program, and so we're looking now we're instilling this at the individual contributor level. We're developing it at the middle management level to help our company break away. We're seeing this in the senior leaders in driving the kind of results that are going to make us an $80 billion company next year.